Every gardener wants that deep, dark, crumbly soil, the kind that smells rich and earthy, holds moisture, and grows plants like they're plugged into nature's power source. For years, we've been told that compost is the key. Turn your pile, wait a few months, spread it out, and your garden will thrive. But what if I told you that the old way of composting is outdated and too slow? The truth is, compost piles waste time, energy, and nutrients that could be feeding your soil right now. There's a faster, more efficient method used by regenerative farmers and serious soil builders, and it can turn dull dirt into jet-black living soil in just 7 days. Traditional composting kills time, and sometimes the biology that matters most. Conventional composting relies on heat. You pile up organic waste, balance your browns and greens, turn it, and wait for microbes to work their magic. The problem? When compost gets too hot, it kills off beneficial fungi, bacteria, and enzymes that soil actually needs. You're left with a lifeless, uniform product that may look good but lacks the living energy that drives plant health. The other issue is that much of the nitrogen and carbon is lost as gas during decomposition. Up to 60% of what you started with can literally vanish into thin air. The one-mix method skips that entire cycle. It doesn't cook life out of the material, it multiplies it. This mix keeps decomposition aerobic but balanced, moist, cool and microbially active from day one. The goal isn't to finish compost, it's to activate soil biology right where it lives. The secret mix combines 3 natural powerhouses, greens, browns and sugar-rich boosters. The one-mix system is based on a simple but powerful combination: nitrogen, carbon and microbial fuel. Most gardeners already have what's needed right at home. You start with a 2-to-1 ratio of green to brown materials, 2 parts fresh green matter like grass clippings, weeds or food scraps, to 1 part brown matter such as dry leaves, straw or shredded paper. This ratio creates the perfect environment for microbial growth without overheating. Now here's the real twist that sets this method apart: the sugar-rich booster. Adding a carbohydrate source like unsulfured molasses or even diluted brown sugar feeds the bacteria that kickstart decomposition. These microbes digest organic material fast, within days, and their byproducts enrich the soil with carbon compounds that turn it black. A good mix ratio is, well, 1 tablespoon of molasses per gallon of water, poured evenly over each new layer as you build. The moisture activates the microbes instantly. For this mix to work in 7 days, moisture control is everything. Too dry, and microbial activity stops. Too wet, and it goes anaerobic. The material should feel like a wrung-out sponge, damp but not dripping. Once mixed, cover it lightly with straw or cardboard to hold in humidity while allowing airflow. You'll start to notice heat, not the extreme heat of compost piles, but a gentle warmth that signals microbial growth. Within 2 or 3 days, the mass will start breaking down rapidly. Worms and fungi move in next, feeding on bacterial waste and converting it into humus. The visual change is striking. Brown matter darkens, structure softens, and the pile begins to smell earthy rather than sour. By day 7, you'll have a dark, crumbly material, rich in fungal threads and organic carbon, the hallmarks of living soil. The beauty of the one-mix method is that it doesn't need a bin or tumbler. You can apply it directly to your garden beds. To do this, clear the soil surface, lay down your brown material about 2 inches thick, then spread a 4-inch layer of green material on top. Water with your molasses solution until evenly moist. Cover with straw, leaves, or even a burlap sack to retain moisture. Within a week, the layers start merging into a dark, sponge-like layer of living humus. If you lift the cover after 7 days, you'll see white fungal threads. This is the sign of healthy soil-building activity. You can plant directly into this mix or rake it lightly into the top few inches of soil. Either way, your plants will have immediate access to nutrients and microbial partners that boost root growth and disease resistance. Some Amish and regenerative farmers, really supercharge this process by introducing bioactivators, liquid inoculants that multiply microbial diversity. You can actually make your own by fermenting a mix of water, molasses, and just a handful of healthy garden soil for about 24 hours in a shaded area. The solution after that time becomes absolutely teeming with beneficial bacteria and fungi. Pouring this over your pile or bed accelerates the process dramatically, often cutting the breakdown time in half. If you prefer a simpler route, adding a shovel of old compost or worm castings works just as well. The point is to seed the system with life and then feed that life what it needs: carbon, nitrogen, moisture, and sugars. When that balance is right, nature takes over fast. Within a week, you'll see your mix turning deep brown, almost black, with a soft, crumbly texture. That's organic carbon binding with minerals and humic acids, the exact compounds responsible for rich soil. Unlike traditional compost that might still be hot or unstable, this mix stabilizes quickly, making it safe to use immediately. Plants respond fast too, showing deeper green leaves and more vigorous growth within days. It's not just the nutrients, it's the biology. This method restores living organisms to the soil faster than compost piles ever could. You're creating a continuous feeding system where microbes, fungi, and roots work together, recycling nutrients in real time instead of waiting for a pile to finish cooking. You'll never go back once you see how living soil works. The one mix method represents a shift in mindset. It's not about making compost, it's about making soil. You stop treating decomposition as something separate from your garden and start letting it happen where it belongs, in the soil itself. That's how nature has built fertility for millennia, layer by layer, with no piles, no turning, and no waiting. So next time you think about starting a compost pile, skip the bin, skip the pitchfork, and feed your soil directly. Use the 2-to-1 mix, keep it moist, and add that molasses boost. In 7 days, you'll see your soil darken, soften, and come alive in a way that no store-bought compost can match. If this guide helped you understand how to revive your soil faster and more naturally, make sure to subscribe to Soil Doctor and share this video with your fellow gardeners. The faster we return to living soil methods, the faster we'll rebuild the fertility that nature designed, and your garden will prove it every single season.